Hey, what's going on, everyone? Joe Menza here, and I'm doing another little mini-series. This one's on oceans and ocean waves. Had a lot of people ask me about it, so I thought I'd do some. It's not really my thing, but I thought I'd come up with an easier way for people to possibly do some ocean scenes and keep it as simple as possible. And in this first one, I'm wetting the paper down here. This is 11 by 14 Fabriano Studio. So it's not a high-end paper by any means. I just wet the paper down with the goat hair brush, and next we're going to do the sky. So you can use any blue for your sky, or any color really you want. I'm starting off with a yellow ochre, just to get the background color in here. But you can use raw sienna, yellow ochre, any yellow really that you want, depending on the color that you want your sky. In this case here, we're going to do a bit of a blue sky. So I'm coming back in with some ultramarine blue. Don't worry about the streaks because they will blend in. And even if they don't, it'll still look natural. So the next wash, we're going to come in with some, use a little bit of cobalt blue. You want it to be lighter as it goes down the page, especially around the horizon line. One of the key things when you're doing ocean scenes is to keep the horizon straight. I don't always do it, but for the purpose of the video, it'll be good enough. So here's the cobalt blue. Makes for a nice blue sky. So we're just doing an overall coating here down to the horizon line. And so the next thing we're going to do is keep this easy, keep this fun, is get yourself a nice piece of kitchen roll, as they call it, or paper towel. And what paper you're using, your mileage may vary. I think it looks good on this Fabriano paper. I'm just taking a little bit of water. I just want to raise up I want it kind of lighter at the horizon line, so I'm just lifting that away. And again, you do that to straighten your horizon line. You can use tape if you want to get it perfectly straight. For the purpose of this video, it's fine. You'll get the idea. So here we have our sky laid in. It's nice and wet. And we're going to take that kitchen roll and crumble it up and just make some random patterns. Just dab that in there, and immediately you have some instant clouds. Easy, anyone can do it. It's fun. And now we're going to take the same kitchen roll and we're going to make waves on the bottom. Same factor. Now you can make as many layers going back if you want to make your horizon line higher, you want to do less of a sky. You can even put in some distant waves if you want to, like this, although mine is a little bit on the crooked side, so I'll probably just go over that again. But I just wanted to show you, you can make as many waves going back as far as you want. Now you can use some white if you want. I'll use white in the future videos, but I'm not going to use any here. I want to keep it as simple as possible. We're basically looking at some yellow, yellow ochre. On the bottom area, I've added a little bit of viridian because sometimes the ocean has, when it makes waves, it makes a little bit of that. It has a little greenish look to it. So you can add a little bit of viridian down to where the water is, where the waves are. But just to keep it simple, use whatever blues you want, whatever you feel like the ocean color looks like, you use that. And it's important to dab this out while it's wet. And if you're using like a phthalo blue or something like that, or viridian, or a little more staining of color, so if you wait till they dry, you may not be able to lift them out as easily. So just for a little, add a little something to the picture, we'll put a little, maybe we'll put a little beach in. Every time I go outside, it starts to get windy. So I'm going to put a little bit of rock in here. This is burnt umber. You don't have to do this. You can stop where you were at. This is burnt umber and some Van Dyke brown. Mix up a dark brown. You could use brown and Payne's gray. And I think I put a little bit of burnt sienna in here. A little yellow ochre to make almost kind of like a small little beach area that the waves are rolling into. And we'll just take the card. And we'll just scrape in. Again, just keeping it fun. That's what I want to do here, is just fun and easy scenes that are approachable by most anyone. You know, some people are learning and some people have physical problems, and you know, it's not the easiest thing for them to do, especially when it comes to details. So things that dabbing with a cloth is, you know, it needs to be fun and approachable. So that's what we have here. You know, this is, for most of the people watching, this is going to be a fun hobby. This isn't going to be a career pursuit. So have fun with it. Don't let anything, you know, discourage you. It's just paper. Just pieces of paper. You can do these all day long. I'm adding a little bit more cobalt around the edge. This is something new I've been playing with skies lately. It kind of looks like I'm messing it up in a way, but I've been going around and it defines around the cloud a little bit more. And then I spray it with the spray bottle, and it really looks like a really deep, deep sky. And you don't have to do that. This is just something I've been doing. And then I kind of go back over it with the kitchen cloth again, or the paper towel roll. I'm just dabbing a little of that in the bottom. And then I'm just wiping off a little to keep that horizon kind of straight. You can practice this all day. Just lay a blue on your paper and just dab. And you can make skyscapes if you want to. And just practice different ways. Just practice different cloud formations. As I said, as I find things out, I'm going to pass them along to you. And the fun, easy ways, that's what we want to look at. So I'm just touching up that little rock on the bottom. This is the point where I kind of look at things and see if I can fine-tune any little things. And I find when you do the sky darker, that's another thing. When you do your sky color, do it darker than you think you would really want it, because you're going to dab those clouds out of there. And there needs to be a good amount of paint on that sky to dab to get that good contrast. But you can go back over it like I did and kind of go around those clouds and then give it a little spray with the spray bottle. Here's the finished piece, everyone. I think it turned out pretty well, and it's matte. And let's zoom in. There's the waves. Like I said, you can go back as far as you want. There's the clouds. Thanks, everybody. Part 2 will be up soon.